Hey guys, how we doing today? So in today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about how I personally started doing parkour and what was the first flip that I myself learned, along with kind of how I went about even trying something like that. Granted, this was back before I had any knowledge of what the sport was or how to do any of these skills. It was mostly me and my brothers kind of in our backyard just trying to figure things out or going to the park. So to start off, I think I should first mention that I didn't actually start flips on solid floor. I started on a trampoline, getting used to that, and eventually progressed into spins and rotations and backflips too, before I even attempted to do anything on the solid floor, and I think that's a pretty good progression for most people to start with. So I think starting off, the hardest thing to really overcome with learning flips was just trying to convince myself that if I tried the flip, I wasn't going to snap my neck in half. The very first one that I did. I already was comfortable doing dive rolls and forward rolls, and that seemed pretty normal. I didn't have to put a lot of power into that. It was just a very simple thing to do. So I knew that as long as I was getting over my head, I should probably be fine, right? So with a little bit of encouragement from my friends and my brother, I was able to do my first flips. Sometimes the key to doing the flip is just to do the flip. There's no other way to do it. You need to go do it. You need to get up and do the flip. Done is going to be better than perfect. As long as you can prove by doing drills and other movements that are very similar to the flip to progress in order to get to that point, you should be able to do the flip. You need to trust yourself that you are able to do it because yes, you understand how it works and you can envision yourself doing that skill. So while I say I think you just need to do it sometimes, that doesn't mean you need to do it all the time. There is a time and place for when that is necessary, and you need to know when that time and place is. There is a start from when you need to be warming up. There's a middle from when you need to get into the right mindset, and there's an end where you need to just do it. And that starts on a whole nother subject of a whole nother video that I'm going to do in the future, where we talk about how a high-level parkour and free-running athlete really accomplishes things that seem impossible, and if they were to screw up, they would more than surely be absolutely killed in the process. But that is for a future video, so check back the channel later to come see that. So after you've gone through those steps of beginning and middle and end, then you just rinse, wash, and repeat. You just need to make sure that you are training safely and within your own limits to progress, and you will progress. Anything that you do within time, you're going to get better at. Yes, there will be some plateaus where you feel like you have reached the top of that, but really that's just going to be more the Dunning-Kruger effect of as you start to feel better about something that you do, you're going to get to that point where you just slow down because you feel like you know everything until you make some kind of breakthrough, and suddenly, right again, you're learning so much more until you feel like you've learned the very height of that breakthrough until you make another breakthrough, and then that peaks up, and the process will just keep continuing throughout pretty much somebody's entire career of really anything that they do, whether that's parkour or free running or dance or martial arts or even anything else that you could learn as a skill. That's just how we learn things. We learn enough where we feel confident with it, but once we start to get more and more experience, we feel less confident because we realize that there's more to know until you make a breakthrough, and again, you feel that confidence come back. So I feel like I've at least gone through 5 of these crucial breakthrough moments within my training career. And I think the first one was really when I first got my flips landing on my actual feet, and I could just do them whenever I wanted to do them. I could do backflips, front flips, side flips, all that. And I think I felt amazing, like I could just do anything. I think my second breakthrough really came more so when I just got really fast and was comfortable doing flips over stuff. I had the power and I wasn't afraid to put it into basic level skills, and I really started to feel again just like I was going somewhere with this until I just wasn't sure how to make anything more advanced. I couldn't jump any farther. I was already at my limits in terms of what was safe and what was naturally possible, and I just didn't want to push anything else, so I just didn't know what to do. My third breakthrough, I think, really came when I understood that I could also do rotations, and I think within that I also unlocked in my mind the fact that most skills, if not all skills, could be done on different axes. So I went from learning how to do things on a 2-plane to a 3D plane to suddenly rotation in a whole nother axis that I wasn't used to, and being able to manipulate myself on really strange environments, but still using some of those body mechanics that I already understood from my lower levels. So I think my fourth level at which I started to make some major breakthroughs was when I really started to have my own style, and I was able to come up with skills that I hadn't actually seen before in the past. And I don't really know where that kind of creativity comes from. It just is something that happens naturally over time, when you start really moving naturally and having more instinct kick in rather than just raw processing power of trying to do the skills. So this puts us pretty much where I'm at right now, and I feel like I'm on my fifth breakthrough very soon here, where I'm really starting to incorporate a lot more disciplines rather than just parkour, where I'm cleaning up my form. I'm learning a lot more dance and choreography based skills, and it's really interesting to see how much more precise and creative I can be with my movement these days. Even in just the last couple years, I think I've grown a lot in terms of putting things together. So this brings us to pretty much where I am right now in my training, where I feel like I'm just about to hit that fifth breakthrough level. And I think what it's going to be me combining a lot of other movements from other disciplines and bringing them forth to parkour in a way that has not been seen before in my own style, and being able to do it not only fluidly but powerfully, showing that I have the speed and the accuracy. And I really feel that that is my fifth level of kind of breakthrough and moving on to that next plateau in training. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video by just saying, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more awesome content in the future, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you around, my friends.